July 4th, 1976, the United States bicentennial, when I was all of the milestone of 10 years old. And I had on my tube socks, jean shorts, and my favorite drink called Mountain Dew. How many was your favorite drink, Mountain Dew? You remember that? In the bottle, Mountain Dew. In the big year of 1976, Jimmy Carter was president. Super Bowl 10, the Pittsburgh Steelers defeated the great Dallas Cowboys. That was not cool on that. And then also the big movie of that year was Rocky. And the number one song on the radio that summer of 76 was Don't Go Breaking My Heart by Elton John and somebody, Kiki D. But it was also around this time for Red, White, and Blue that I first saw on the television the great stuntman and daredevil, Evil Knievel. And I remember my 10-year-old brain going, oh my, what a great country I live in. I mean, what awesomeness is this, that a man on his motorcycle jumping over stuff was on TV. And this was before the time, how many remember, before this, they did not put out the warning, don't try this at home. Remember that? So I didn't have a motorcycle yet, but I did have my bicycle. And I remember I just had to, I don't know if it was that very day, but we had this little hill next to our home, and I had built a ramp down at the bottom of that hill. I thought it was a great ramp and all. And my one and only fan was there, my sister Kim, and she's like, 1, 2, 3, go. And I go down the hill, full speed, no slowing down, and I hit that ramp. And how many know that that ramp went to pieces? It just exploded, and then the bike goes over, and somehow I ended up all entangled inside my bike. And my sister, she came down eventually, and she says, that didn't look very good. I said, no, duh, you know. But here's something, listen, here's something that many might not know about Evil Knievel, a.k.a. Robert Craig Knievel. Great story. How when God is on the move, he goes after even the lost sheep. Robert Knievel, later on in his life, and this is one reason I'm grateful for our country and the freedoms we have, but on April 1st, 2007, Evil Knievel appeared on Robert Schuller's television program, Hour of Power, and he announced that he believed in Jesus Christ for the first time. And I happened to be watching that, and I was amazed. And then he started saying, I mean, you could just tell, he started saying how he was born again, and I'm a new man, and he was testifying boldly. And then he started saying to the Pastor Schuller, he said, I want you to baptize me the next service. I mean, he's making a demand. So they had another service where the whole deal was about baptizing Evil Knievel. And the thought was, how many think, you know, if God can save somebody named Evil Knievel, he can save anybody, right? And that's what the crowd started thinking. And you have to watch the second one. You can Google it and look it up on YouTube. But in that second service, he gave another testimony, and they were getting ready to baptize him, when all of a sudden, people started getting up out of their seats spontaneously and just started walking down to the front. And this was something in the history of the church that this hasn't happened before. And I remember the pastor, he's like, what's going on? And he had to ask one of the ushers, what's going on? And the usher's like, I don't know what's going on. So they started asking what's going on, and the men and women that were coming down front, and they said, well, I want to get saved just like he's been saved and accept Jesus. And if he's getting baptized today, I want to get baptized too. Now, how many like that kind of revival? Evil Knievel, yeah. And they counted at the end of the service, and you should see in the pastor's eyes like, oh, man, because there were so many, 400 people that day got baptized spontaneously in the very clothes that they were in. Now, that's a move of God at high church, getting baptized in the very clothes that you're in. So today after service, we're going to throw you all in, right? We're just clothes and all, whatever you have on.